Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the one. George looking over the floor. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
There's a level of physicality that Paul George is willing to play with. This guy can track down second chance opportunities with the best of them.
Now here's Green. And here's LeBron outside, and another three for the Lakers.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's George. 4-point game. Pass to Morris. Out left to the wing. Beverly wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Lakers with a quick start to this game.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And here's George. After Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Plenty of daylight on that shot. George has got his second bucket of the night.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
James outside. There's the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. Over Beverly. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Kept alive. Zubac, that's good.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. LeBron passes to Brantley. And McGee kicks to Green. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Green against George. Over Green. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. McGee. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win. And there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices. And we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And Harrell's in at the center position. Now, here's Shamet. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rondo. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Kuzma outside. Morris passes to Rondo. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And it's Shamet missing. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jackson passes to Harrell. And they get it. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers leading by 17. Caldwell Pope outside. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
To the middle. Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. From deep, LeBron. Bradley with the bounce pass. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Bradley. LeBron's got 6.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. And, of course, every team is scheming ways to slow down AD. Shaq, he seems too versatile almost to stop.
Yeah, he's dominant in all aspects of the game. He's elite at both ends of the floor. Well, he's a Hall of Famer if he stays healthy. But I don't think he cares about his individual accolades. What do you guys think?
I think he just wants rings.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Here's Kevin Harlan with the call of the second half. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Avery Bradley.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
James, no good. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 21% from the field so far. And Beverly kicks to George. Outside Leonard. Outside George. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. No good that time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
You can see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
James in the post. Leonard's there. He gets it in there. McGee's got his second bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Leonard, and Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard against Kuzma. Left side, Leonard. Puts it up from 15. The Clippers rebound. Left side, Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And like the greats before him, AD has taken the time to develop all aspects of his game. You have to respect that.
Williams looking around. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reggie Jackson out there with Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Green, and it's Harrell in at the 5, down low.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Outside Williams. Harrell against Howard. Harrell kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Jackson from long range. That shot off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Caruso. Guarded by Jackson. Kuzma, right side. The 3-ball. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Now here's Jackson, and that one's good. Shamet.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Count that one.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And he sinks the second. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Passes it to Caruso. McGee in the corner. Latrey. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, a challenge for you tonight with your matchup. How much motivation do you get in a game like this one?
My matchup is not an individual matchup. It's us as a team trying to get better, and we was able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Well, man, I appreciate the time. Thanks, man. Congrats. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.